Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Good. We're all together.
So Mandy, what initially drew you to the Baroque and Rococo periods that are featured so frequently in your artworks?
I think I can trace it back really to my admiration for Peter Paul Rubens. You know, for his era, sort of 16th century, he was ahead of his time, you know, very gestural brush strokes, beautiful colors, and very painterly for that time. And his influence has spread. I mean, it's spread to a lot of the Baroque Rococo artists like Fragonard and Boucher, very much so. And then when I'm looking at an artist's work, then I kind of, like everyone does on the internet, you kind of go down a rabbit hole. You kind of, it goes from Rubens, then it goes to Fragonard and Boucher and the French artists. And then more recently, it's been the Fête Galante artists from the 18th century that have drawn me. And they too, like Watteau, Pater and Lancret, they're all very much, you can trace it back to Rubens. Incredible, really. And he's still relevant now. I do believe Rubens is, you know, a superstar.
Well, you're a superstar as well. So, to us, so I guess our next question is, what is the significance of the abstraction in your work? And how do you decide on the composition and colors that you want to use and what you want to abstract? So a little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's actually, it's so instinctive for me. I paint really fast with lots of energy. And one of the most important things I want to get across is movement. So I paint, you know, with very gestural brush strokes, and I don't want to look at a detailed figure or face or anything like that. And I want them to look like they're in flux. They are actually moving. I don't want them to be static. And that's very important to me. Fête Galante paintings, when I look at the originals by someone, say like Watteau, the landscapes are huge, and these colorful, these figures in the colorful dresses and everything are tiny, tiny, tiny. And that drove me crazy. So I thought, no, I need to zoom in. I want to make the figures the main feature, you know, the colors and the dresses and the movement and the dancing or whatever. And the landscape is more sort of becomes more like a backdrop, but it's still significant, but it's less huge, dark thing with tiny little figures.
Yeah, they're very playful and fun and spirited.
Yeah, I enjoy doing them. I really do. I have fun painting them.
That's what we're finding. Our clients are drawn to your work because of the abstraction, the movement. They're looking at it and saying exactly what do they see. They see something.
That's amazing.
You know,
I'm really happy that it's speaking to people in that way. That means a lot to me. And it's certainly what I hope to convey, because there's a lot of energy goes into it when I'm physically painting. Yeah.
Kind of brings me to the next question is, do you see any of your works as a commentary on contemporary culture or social issues? And if so, what messages are you trying to convey?
It's interesting. It's nothing conscious at all, but I do think we're living in very troubled, kind of depressing times. If you look at the news, you know, wars, instability, cost of living, it's all a little bit gloomy for people. And I think it's not a conscious thing, but I like to hope that my works convey something of joy and exuberance, a bit of frivolity and color and movement and happiness that I think is quite lacking in a lot of places these days. But it's not a conscious thing. It just comes naturally to me. But I hope that when it speaks to people, that it can convey a little bit of joy and spontaneity and happiness, and people flirting in the countryside and having picnics and not caring the world.
It looks like a party that everybody goes, oh, I want to be there.
Yeah,
You know?
oh, that's good. Yeah, that's what I
It
love.
strikes up so much conversation. Like JoAnne said, when people come in, they really interact with your work a lot because they're trying to figure out what's going on, what am I seeing? And so that's really exciting because it always stirs up a conversation and it's exciting and it's fun.
That's good. Yeah, that feedback, because, you know, if people can connect to it in that way, then that's fantastic. If it says something to them and they can't quite figure it out, it makes them curious.
Do you think you'll ever explore other art periods or movements? Have you done that before?
I go with the flow. I go with my own natural curiosity, instincts, and everything. And my work's developed a lot over the last, I've been painting full time now for about 14 years. And I can look back and see all the different stages and how it's kind of progressed. So who knows? But I enjoy the variety. I like doing abstracts, I like doing portraits, and I like doing the pieces, and I've even gone into mythology and things like that, and I learn so much in the process as well, and find out about all these other artists. And I also look at contemporary artists. It's not just the old masters, but
So appreciate your time, and now you can get back to, I don't know, evening tea?
Yes, I must eat something, I suppose. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. It's lovely to see you, and nice to meet you, Tori.
Nice to meet you as well.
And yeah, that's fantastic. It's so lovely to hear the feedback. It's great.
Yeah.
We
Great.
appreciate it. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So much. All right, have a great evening. All right.
And you. I'll have a good day, I should say.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.